Welcome to WCPO Lounge Acts. I'm your host, Allie Martin, and I'm very excited today to introduce a very exciting local band, Carriers. Guys, welcome.
Thank you.
Yeah, so coming up today, August 23rd, you have your album release. How does that feel?
Feels really good. It's been a long time coming.
Yes. Okay.
Yeah.
So for this next half hour, for our viewers here, we're going to be diving into your album, having you guys play a couple songs, and just learning about the songwriting process and what got you here and welcoming you back home. So what are the first two songs that you're going to play for us?
The first track, it's the first two tracks on the record. Patience is the first one, and then Peace of Mind.
All right. Peace of Mind, M-I-N-E. All right. Take it away.
Touch the sky, patient till you realize, bright and clear I finally see. Patience has a hold of me. It's not always better on the other side. Assumption comes to my thoughts and dig through my mind. Not usually trying to help us see. Assumption still alive as soon as we agree. So close but to the ground. Patient, pick it up and hear a sound. Bright and clear I finally hear you. Patient, its presence near you. It's not always better on the other side. Assumption comes to my thoughts and dig through our mind. Not usually trying to help us see. Assumption still alive as soon as we agree. New vibration. This is what happens when we clear our mind. As it crumbles, security scares. I sometimes get there and I could die. Break forgot you needed.
Cool. This next song is called Peace of Mind. Hey, Mom.
Tell me I'm no good, tell me I'm just fine, but both are wrong in the right light. To me the best approach is a balanced mind. I need to jump too quick to either side. For me the life I live is way too short a time for me to worry every day when things don't work out right. Settle for that takes away my calm, and now you have all that I need. Am I fleecing too mad? I know you got me. This gives me peace tonight. fleece until you're mad. I know you got me. This gives me peace tonight. Takes away my comment, now you have all that I need. And my fleece until you're mad. I know you got me. This gives me peace tonight. No need to worry every day when things don't work out. I settle for less. Takes away my comment, now you have all that I need. And my fleece until you're mad. I know you got me. This gives me peace tonight.
That was awesome. Patience and peace of mind. Now, I want to come back to talking about the lyrics here in a little bit, but tell us right off the bat, what is the name of this album that's coming out?
It's called Now is the Time for Loving Me, Yourself, and Everyone Else.
Why is it called that? That's pretty deep.
Yeah. Quick thing.
Yeah.
That, I guess, to sum it up, was on a trip with a band I used to be in called Pomegranates, and Isaac Carnes put on a song by the Free Design. It was called Now's the Time for Love, and I think we were like, that'd be like a really cool name for something. And I was just kind of praying, talking to God, and I said, I was just kind of thinking about those words, and I felt like he said, now is the time for loving me, yourself, and everyone else. And I wrote it down. And then I was like, when I make a record, I'm going to call it that. So 7 years later, here's this record.
7 years later, and now you have the band all together. So how would you describe your sound? And anyone, feel free to chime in too. This is conversation.
I feel like, I don't know, how would you guys describe the sound as being people that weren't in the band initially and then just listeners?
Yeah, I feel like the sound to me, as somebody that came in after hearing this album before it was released, it was a couple years ago, we were deciding to move to Cincinnati, and listening to it, I think there's an innocence and a purity about the songwriting that is really captivating to me. And the sound is, it's reminiscent of so much like classic music, I think, that we grew up hearing, and then Kurt's obviously really influenced by a lot of bands he loves now, but it has a kind of a classic, this sound that I really appreciate.
It has a very whimsical, methodical sound, but still a little bit of that classic rock. too. So who are some artists or bands that you all are inspired by that have kind of come to create this?
I mean, I really like Tom Petty and really like band Deer Hunter was very influential. Like 10 years ago, like as like music stuff was really picking up. Beach House is a really cool band. And then there's like a bunch of, there's cool like 90s stuff, and then like like Snow Patrol was really influential in like middle school, and I don't know, I think there's a lot of stuff throughout my life that I'm totally influenced by, It's just like,
so let's go back to that lyrical talk. So Patience, let's start with Patience. What does that mean to you? And where did you come up with those lyrics?
Yeah, I think I just started singing this one night. I think really it's about contentment and just, it's easy to be like, I wish I had going on like what that person has, or I wish I was like more successful in this, or, it's easy to do that. And just like the other side, like the grass is always greener kind of thing. Yeah. But then it's like, well, I'm really thankful for what I have. And even like not, when I wasn't really doing music is when I wrote that song. Carriers wasn't like a band. It was in between bands kind of, and but I knew it meant something to me, and so it kind of helped me. That was a song that helped me, and I think a lot of the songs I write, they're therapeutic for me, and it's like,
I'm sure songwriting is therapeutic for you, and that's kind of your escape. It's a piece of mine. Let's talk about that one.
I wrote this one. I worked at Whole Foods. And I would just take people's groceries out in the parking lot. And I think I wrote this while like pushing carts. One day I started singing. It's just like kind of like self-talk, wanting to have healthier kind of things that I'm telling myself. Is like, gotta get these thoughts out of my mind. I'm at lost for words, lost for time. One by one I hear these lines, tell me I'm no good, and tell me I'm just fine. And this idea of like, I just want to know, really, like, I don't want to be like controlled by like what people think of me or even what I think of myself. I just want to know what actually, I really like what God says about me, or just like who I actually am as a person, as a human, and to love myself, for that, regardless of what I can do or what I've done,
And as a band, have you all felt connected to Kurt's lyrics as well?
Yeah, it's helped me in a lot of ways, just playing it for the past few years. I've heard them so many times, and but a lot of times, if I'm just throughout my day, a line will come to me, and that kind of helps me out when I need it. And I think that's speaks, volumes about the lyrics and what the songs are, how they were born, and kind of hopefully how people will hear them from here on out. So,
are you guys doing a lot of writing together?
We work out the songs together. Usually I like kind of come and I'm like, I've got a song pretty much worked out as far as just like the chord shape. My thing is, I'm like, it can be something new as long as it stays true to what it kind of started as. And I love, I'm not like, it's very rare that I'm like, play this specific thing on keys. Like I might have like an ideas or really, I just kind of let them all do what they hear with the song. And then every once in a while there'll be something where I'm like, I really want this kind of thing. But it's pretty, I don't know, it's pretty collaborative in the flow of like forming the song to play live. I think.
There's a good energy among you guys. What was that recording process like for this album? It started with John Curley. Yeah. We ran into each other at the Whole Foods parking lot. And like moral of the story,
4 years ago, 5 years ago maybe, and he was like, we should jam sometime, because he recorded an old band of mine years ago, and then he knew of Pomegranates, and I was like, I've been wanting to make a record, and he was like, let's do it. And so we started. I met him at Ultra Suede. I recorded like 13 songs, just acoustic and vocal. And Afghan Wigs were about to leave for tour. And so he's like, I'll just listen to these while I'm on tour. And then I asked Brian Devendorf from The National in the Whole Foods parking lot, who we had become friends like over the past year. And like Whole Foods, really, I'm thankful. I worked outside, and I took those groceries out, and I did a good job. But I kept up with friends. And, Brian, I asked if he'd want to play drums on a track. And then he was like, how many songs do we play on? And I was like, however many. And so we started working, and then John, Brian, and I got together at Ultra Suede. And that's kind of what began the recordings. And then Corey came in, and Trent came in. And Curious began as a band around that time too. So it was kind of we were becoming a band during that recording process.
Figuring yourself out.
Mm-hmm.
So how many songs are on the album, and what do you want people to feel when they're listening to it?
Yeah, there's 9 songs on the album. So it's a long album. It's a double LP, which means like 2 vinyl records in order to do it. I'm thankful to Good Eye for putting it out. And each song's pretty long. And I want people really just to feel comfort and to feel loved, and just to hear something that they really enjoy. And like, I've stuff all morning, people are like listening to it around the world and just being like, this is like helping me in my start my morning with this, or I'm on my morning jog, or like people have told me it's just like helps them through hard times, or like that really matters to me because it helps me.
Yeah.
So.
Do you have a favorite song that's maybe more meaningful to you on the album that really stands out?
I think Patience. Another guy is a really important one to me too. Here's the thing, like they're all equally like important to me. Like I don't just like write songs to write songs. Like it has to be something that like comes out, and it's something I spend a lot of time with all of these. And really it's like I'm singing in the parking lot, writing a song, or at work or whatever, because it's helping me through my day. And so each one of them has a special place. But Patience has been around, I think, the longest. We started, when we first started as a band, we played that, I think, maybe at our first show. And, was it? Which one?
Peace of Mind.
Peace of Mind has been around, yeah. And Dangerous Dancer, yeah. So, like, some of these have been around since the very beginning, and I had them even, like, a while before that. So, yeah.
Underlying theme of patience, and this hard work has been paying off. But you haven't even seen the album cover, right? Isn't it en route right now? What is that about?
Our label, Michael Mihalik, is driving from Brooklyn.
Yeah.
He left yesterday. I think he stopped in Pittsburgh overnight. He's bringing the records to us. So I'm excited to hold it.
What does the album cover look like?
I mean, it's like a picture of me. Michael Wilson, he's a local photographer. Yeah. Really amazing dude. He took the photo at our place where Ashley and Alex and I lived a couple years ago. And it's got this yellow border, and maybe you guys can post it after or something. I don't know.
We'll find a way to finagle it into
like the
video.
color of your pants, kind of.
Hey, there we go. I'm fitting right in. So tonight you guys are playing at the Woodward at 7. Mm-hmm. How does that feel being back home and being able to release your album here?
Yeah.
Because you've been traveling a little bit, right?
Yeah, I've been traveling off and on. About to leave for another a 2-week West Coast tour in November. And yeah, it feels good Cincinnati is so supportive. Like from the start, Dan McCabe, at Woodward and Motor. Yeah. Yep. He's been supportive of me since high school. Like he's asked my bands to play, and he's got me on shows. So like the first Carrier show at Woodward, I told him, I was like, hey, I got a band going again, and like he got me on a really great show there. And he's just been supportive from the start. And it was like, we got to do this at Woodward. Like it just makes sense. And so yeah, being like so cool having you guys have us on, and like pretty much all like the media outlets in Cincinnati have been really supportive, and the people here and like our family and friends are all gonna be celebrating with us tonight, and that's I'm stoked. It's gonna be really exciting and like special. Been waiting so long to put this out. Like
Another shout out to Mom.
Shout out to Mom.
I was gonna say that was a moment. The Cincinnati Entertainment Awards was at 2017. You were awarded New Artist of the Year, or nominated.
We didn't win.
You didn't win.
But our buddy Joey won, who's playing with us tonight.
Oh, look at this!
And
It's
we
all
used to be
coming
in a
full
band called
circle.
Pomegranates together. Yes, he's
That was that moment there at the Cincinnati Entertainment Awards where I think everybody was just kind of blown away by your sound and the future of what's to hold for you. So it's kind of all coming full circle. So
Yeah.
this is exciting.
yeah. You were the point person for that. So it's good to see you again.
Right back at you. So we're gonna have you guys play 2 more songs. Which songs are these? I can tell you which songs they are.
Which songs are they, Allie?
They are Daily Battle and Another Guy.
That's correct.
All right, I'll let you guys take it away.
It's a daily battle through a walking grave. You gotta sift through by. Find me safe ground from the city street to the middle of the forest, to the highest mountain, to the shallow sea. Every day something else is going on. Sometimes it's good, most times it's wrong. All the same, trying to pave my way through the straight and end to the time I go home. It's a daily battle, it's a daily battle. The spirit and the they fight for me.
next song is called Another Guy.
you are more than just another guy. Know that you were telling me something right. Clearly I was tripping on a past life. My soul needs touch with a holy knife messed up, and this it keeps me from my brother's trying. Yeah, dreams went by. This one stayed in my mind. Something big had happened. I met the Christ that told me he was in his state by my side. I asked him, would you take me on another ride? Another ride. Another ride. Another ride. Another ride. You were more than just a friend. You were a brother and Went out to hear you speak, hoping you could shed your light. You were more than just a friend. You were a brother in the dark of the night. Went out to hear you speak, hoping you could shed your light. Show me who I was. You said you're more than just another guy. You showed me that you're more than just another guy. You showed me that you're more than just another guy. You showed me that you are more than just another guy.
So before we officially wrap up here, let's tell people where they can get more album details and if they want to buy it and where you're playing tonight.
Yeah. We're playing at Woodward Theater. Doors are 7. This is tonight. Doors are 7. Music's 8. Ashley and Alex's band Turtle Doves is going to open. And then Joseph, who won New Artist of the Year, good friend, he's going to play. And then our good friend from Nashville, Molly Pardon, she's amazing. She's going to sing some songs. And then we're going to play the album in its entirety. And you can get the record there tonight. I'll see it tonight for the first time too. And you can also get it, I mean, it's everywhere online streaming. And then goodeyerecords.com. You can go there and you can purchase it online as well.
Is it on Spotify as well, too?
Yeah, it's on Spotify. Yeah.
And last time, what is the name of your album?
It's called Now is the Time for Loving Me, Yourself, and Everyone Else.
Awesome. Well, Carriers, thank you so much for joining us. Everyone who's tuning in, thank you as well. And this is another edition of the WCPO Lounge Acts. If you want to see more like this, you can check us out on YouTube, WCPO.com, and we also have a podcast. Thanks for joining us.
Cool. Thank you.